What's on your mind? I will answer to the best of my ability. What's on your mind? Cure me? What, am I sick now? Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child, your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear. People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough.
Are you content?
I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we? What's on your mind?
Do you have any regrets at all?
I try not to dwell too much on the mistakes of my past, of which there are many. I would go quite mad if I did that. But I do have one regret. The greatest misstep of my life, made even more grave because it had dire consequences for someone else.
Tell me, it might make you feel better.
Years ago, I was assigned as mentor to a lad, Anarin. He was my first apprentice. Anarin was an elf, raised in one of the elven alienages, and he was very mistrustful of humans, especially humans in authority.
The mages treat the elves like what's like.
All he knew of the humans was what he had seen in the alienage. He was very wary of us. What Anarin needed was time. Time to get used to his new home. Time to emerge from his shell so we could build a rapport. I gave him no such time. I was young and arrogant. He is a mage, I thought. He needs to grow up and act like one. I expected too much from him too quickly. I gave no consideration to his origin or his feelings, and he retreated further from me. All I could think of was how stubborn he was, how he was throwing away all his talent and his potential just to be difficult.
What did he think of you?
Oh, I dread to think. I was a harsh taskmistress. He might have thought I was a demon in disguise. You cannot plant crops in the cold, wintry ground. You cannot teach a student who is closed off and unresponsive. Patience is what is needed, and I learned that too late to help him.
What happened to Anarin?
Anarin ran away from the circle one night. I had berated him over some trivial, ridiculous matter that I no longer remember. I drove him away because of something utterly unimportant. He was a child, 14 at the time of his leaving. They had his phylactery, and they hunted him down.
Why didn't they just bring him back to the tower?
They called him Maleficar, a mage who practices forbidden magic, deserving of death. He was a child, misunderstood and lost. I begged the Templars to tell me if he suffered, if they gave him a quick death. I got no answers from them. I was his mentor, and they wouldn't even tell me what became of him.
It's not your fault, Gwen.
I should have known better. I had the best mentors. They were kind, compassionate. Why didn't I learn from them? I failed in Aaron. All I had to do was listen to him. He would try to talk to me, and I would tell him to concentrate on his spells. He talked about the alienage sometimes, and the Dalish. He always talked about looking for the Dalish elves.
Maybe he did find the Dalish.
The Templars are well trained and thorough. That he still lives, it would be a vain hope. The apprentices that came after Anarin benefited greatly from the lessons I learned from him. In a sense, he was my teacher, and I his student.
See? There is a bright side.
And there it is. My story, my one greatest regret.
Ah. Have you now, Lynn?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, it's a dog. Sure, what's your strength? Pretty solid. Yeah. Pretty neat.
Warden.
First we go. Lots of
I think it thinks we're
Must have.
now. Right, man. All right. First one to kill it gets the prize.
Andara Natishan, my friend. You have come a long way. I give you the welcome of our clan. These are curious companions you have. Might I ask the purpose of your visit?
Let's speak with your keeper immediately.
As you wish. Ask your companions to remain close. We are unused to outsiders.
I see we have a guest. And one of our own, no less.
This one comes from one of our sister clans to the north, Keeper.
You travel with a curious assortment of companions, I see. Tell me, what business might you have with us? As you see, we have our own issues to deal with.
We come representing the Grey Wardens.
You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, perhaps we might introduce ourselves. I am Zathrian, keeper and Haran of this clan. You are?
My name is Leaf. Pleasure to meet you.
If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
Do not allow our troubles to burden you, though I suspect they may impact your mission. I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Is there no way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I'm good at non-trivial tasks.
Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
Have you considered seeking outside help?
From whom? The Children of the Stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have time to spare for us?
You said you could perhaps destroy the curse.
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
I'll find this weather thing for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
I have some questions for you.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
How do I find Weatherfang? Do you have any advice?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Tell me more about this curse the hunters suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
So did all werewolves everywhere stem from Weatherfang?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
So if a werewolf bites me, will I become infected?
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
How do you know if you've been infected by the curse?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
How did this curse start?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
I want to ask about something else.
Go on then.
I should probably go.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Anathara, friend. It is good to see another of the wandering clans. Where is your clan now, if I might ask?
They went north just after I left.
I see. I am glad you have become part of such a respectful organization as the Grey Wardens, however. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
You don't seem very happy about that.
None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't trouble you with this. You have your own concerns, I am certain.
I'd like to hear about it.
Well, perhaps you could help me with it. I would certainly appreciate anything you could do. My wife Delilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Delilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf. And that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Delilah is alive or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
I will seek her out in the forest.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
You are the Dalish Grey Warden. And Darren Atishan. It is good to meet you.
Thank you. Who might you be?
I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you?
I suppose there's no harm in telling you. You know our ways. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Who's Gaina?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
There must be some way to solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Perhaps I could talk to Gaina for you.
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
I can be pretty persuasive.
Really? I'm willing to try anything.
It can't hurt.
Cyranas, oh ma Cyranas, I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
How do they move these things through the forest? Do the trees just get out of their way, or what?
Welcome to our clan. It is good to see more of my own people from elsewhere.
You're Gaina, correct? Kevin mentioned you.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
He said that he refused to give up your hand.
Oh, I am embarrassed to talk about this to you, but I simply cannot accept his proposal. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
If you love him, it doesn't matter what he is, does it?
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
If you love him, then believe in him, and it will help him succeed.
Oh, you are right. I have made poor Kamen miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Kamen. Kamen, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today. We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
Boom goes the dynamite. Good. Second 5, gonna take a bio. Okay, maybe not 5.
Who comes? Anethara. I was so busy attending the Hala, I did not hear you coming.
I take you the clan's master herder.
I am indeed. I am Alora, and it is my place to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. In return, the Hala guide us where we need to go.
And as you separated this hollow from the herd.
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful. Yes, that's it. She's calming down. That's it, love. Be calm. Tell me what troubles you. Ah, I see. It is her life mate who is sick, not her. He was bitten on the leg during the attack, and she fears greatly for him. I did not realize another Hala was injured. This will allow me to prevent the sickness from spreading to the entire herd. Masiranus, thank you. You have done my clan a great boon this day. I will always be grateful for your help.
Trust me when I say that's going to pay dividends. Sequels.
success. What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest, and Darren Atishan friend. It has been some years since I met Master Island at the last gathering. He is still hale, I hope.
He was fine the last time I saw him, yes.
That is good to hear. Your clan is more familiar to us than most, since we do not stray far from each other in this land. I met your father, for he was once keeper of your clan. You carry many of his features. He spoke at a gathering, telling the clans that more of us need to voyage into the Shemlin world and learn their ways. He would be proud to see his son a Grey Warden, I think.
Thank you. It's kind of you to say.
Our people speak so little of the dead, especially those who end in tragedy. I thought you should know, regardless.
You seem quite advanced in the old craft, Master.
What little of the craft I've learned has been passed on to me through generations. Such is the time it has taken us to learn a fraction of what has been lost. I do not make bows as fine as Master Island's, perhaps, but might have caused more than one Shemlin to drool at the thought of possessing them. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel, but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
What have I found some ironbark for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
What kind of item would you make?
I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate. Provided there's enough wood, that is.
Very well. I'll take a look when I'm in the forest.
That would please me, so long as our hunters come first.
I'd like to barter with you.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Gaina and Cammon together, I see. Strange that you should take the time to involve yourself in that affair, of all things.
Have you ever heard of an elf named Enrin?
I appreciate you trying to find him, but what are the chances?
Anarin the healer?
You know Anarin?
He lives? No, it can't be him. Perhaps It is a common elven name.
No, I know of only one Anaran.
Ah, it makes sense. Aniran said that he was from the human cities. You are old friends, then?
Where is he? Is he in the camp?
If you seek Anaran, you must venture into the forest. He prefers to be amidst the trees and the animals.
Thank you all so much.
You can tell me about the forest.
I know a few tales. Our clan has passed this way many times before, even when the Shemlin lived in these parts. You wish? I can tell you what I know. It is not a long story.
Yes. Tell me of the forest.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
And those battles toward the Vale?
Indeed. Very wise of you. There was so much death that the veil into the beyond was torn. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
This Weatherfang still exists today.
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
So there are many spirits in the forest?
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
There were battles in the forest.
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here in slavery? Even the barbarians who came to overthrow the Imperium fought and died on this soil.
How many werewolves are there?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Have the hunters become werewolves?
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
That's all I need to know.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Alright, go into the forest.
All right.
Now we go into battle.
All right.
Right. You've made some important enemies with your little arrows. You're through.
All right, let's go on out there. Now this will be fun! I'm off.
That's a lot of blood.
Yes. I'm off.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. Another of the Dalish come to put us in our place. Come to make us pay for our attack.
Speak? I thought werewolves were savage beasts.
We are beasts, but we are no longer simple and mindless. Let that thought chill your spine. You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay.
I prefer to talk to you. I mean you no harm.
Was it not Zathrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk.
Talk of Zathrian as if you know him.
We have never met, he and I. He would not survive the experience. I swear it.
Why exactly? Why do you hate him so much?
You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed.
I don't want to fight, but neither can I retreat.
I do not wish to fight you either, but we cannot trust you. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has.
A deeper mystery.
Yes. Who comes?
You're badly wounded. What happened to you?
We were sent to find Witherfang, bring his heart. Attacked.
Alright. Let's check his equipment. His armor's been all but ripped to shreds. His bow is missing, but he still possesses a blood-encrusted blade and most of his arrows. Hunter also still possesses his boots as well as a belt pouch with various small personal items in it, including a small figurine carved from the bone. Yeah, we're gonna loot him. And then we're gonna take him to the Daedalus camp.
And Darren and Tishan, Lethaline. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live. Ma Siranas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
Just a longsword?
More dark spell, eh? That won't stop me!
I sent some darkspawn! All right. Keep going. Now this should be fun. You insist! Yes. Now let's see, which one first?
appears remarkably intact. Tents and bedrolls are covered with leaves, but are dry and whole. The fire pit smokes and releases embers enough to build a small flame. There are no signs of any inhabitants.
This is strange. The werewolves would not use such a camp, would they? Whoever this belongs to must be nearby.
You're probably right. Keep an eye out. You have no hint of danger, though it strikes you as odd that the camp is abandoned. Perhaps searching the camp will give more clues as to its nature. Look inside the tent and are surprised by how dry and cozy it feels. It is clean, but empty. But a pleasant place to rest your head.
The elven hunters didn't set this up. How strange. And yet it all just seems so friendly. I want to do nothing but remain.
No, we can't sleep here. We need to go. It takes all your strength to step back from the tent. A weave of weariness washes through you, despite your efforts to resist it. You examine the bedroll. It looks clean and warm. You feel like you haven't slept in ages. It'd be nice to curl up and sleep.
I feel magic here, draining my strength. We must leave, and soon.
Sleeping here would be bad, I think. We should leave. You turn away from the bedroll, but only reluctantly. The lure of sleep is almost overpowering. Examine the remains of the fire pit. It has been unattended for several hours at most. The embers draw you in, almost hypnotizing you.
I sense magic at work. The fire it's weakening us. Can you feel it? It wants us to stay.
Stay alert. This could be some kind of trap. Flames emit a sudden warmth, draining your strength even more. You turn away, chill, seeping back into your bones. You are exhausted. The world's inviting warmth almost forces you to pass out. You turn away quickly. You cannot look inside the tent without coming close to falling unconscious. It is all you can do to turn away from it now. Flames dance in the fire pit, drawing your gaze within. You look away quickly. As you turn to leave, find your steps growing leaden. Fatigue tugs at your limbs as you yawn. It's been a long journey. Perhaps it is safe to rest here. Whines painfully and yawns. You're right. It's so hard to think clearly. Whine. Patient. Never resist. Its strange siren call. You trudge back to the fence and collapse into a blissful sleep.
I see I bested
shade destroys, the fog seems to lift. The camp that was here was ancient, and the remains of the shade's victims all lie as if sleeping still.
How long has that spirit lingered there, and how many has it preyed upon? I shudder to think of it.
Off I go.
What manner of beast be thee that comes before this elder tree?
Can you see me? I'm an elf.
Ah, yes, I remember thee. Long ago, the elves roamed free, their numbers few and passing fast, until one eve we saw their last. Allow me a moment to welcome thee. I am called the Grand Oak, sometimes the Elder Tree.
The world is certainly full of marvelous, unexpected creations. Each day we see something that we never thought possible.
And unless thou thinkst it far too soon, might I ask of thee a boon?
What is the spoon you mentioned?
I have but one desire, to solve a matter very dire. As I slept one early morn, a thief did come and steal an acorn.
An acorn?
All I have is my being, my seed. Without it, I am alone indeed. I cannot go and seek it out, yet I shall die if left without.
I could look for your acorn. What's in it for me?
My wooden skin has some magic, see? And part of it I can give to thee.
What good will your wood do to me?
The forest would see thee as a tree, and so no harm would come to thee.
That sounds like a fine reward.
Wilt thou then perform the task? Wilt thou save me, as I ask?
Very well. I will help you.
Go to the east to find this man. I shall await. Do what thou can. Help. Listen. I am not the mindless beast I appear to be.
What happened to you?
I am cursed, turned into this creature. The curse, it burns in me. I fled into the forest. The werewolves, they took me in, but I had to return. I had to.
Careful. These werewolves might have laid a trap for us or something. You never know.
You are Baelish. I am as well. Or I was. Until my change. Please, tell me. Have you seen my clan?
The Keeper is the one who asked me to venture here.
The Keeper sent you? Then you seek Witherfang.
I do. Have you seen him?
I have, but it is not what you think. But there is no time to explain. You must listen. My name is Delilah. My husband, he is called Athras. Please, you must bring him a message. The staff I wear. Bring it to him. Tell him I love him. Tell him I am dead and with the gods. I beg you.
Very well. I will do it.
Thank you. Thank you. I only want him to be at peace. He is a good man. Oh, the pain. The curse is fire in my blood. Please, hand it for me. Hand it quickly.
Very well. I will end your pain.
Gods. Bless you.
Back in a couple minutes for a bio. naturally cold around this tombstone. The wording are carved into the surface. Let's disturb the words.
Watch out!
Those freaking guys are the reason I bring Dog along.
Over with.
Or Zevran, depending on my mood. Oh, look.
Friends, turn back, please. These woods are a danger to those who do not know the paths.
Anarin?
Wait, I remember your face. But younger, more impulsive, stern. Wynn?
I thought they had killed you.
They very nearly did. The Templars found me while I was searching for the Dalish. They ran me through and left me for dead.
I brought this on you. Oh, I was a dreadful mentor, harsh and impatient. I am sorry for the way I treated you.
I've put that behind me, and you should too. I didn't fit in with the Templars in your chantry. My path lay elsewhere.
Irving is a reasonable man. He will find some way for you to return. The Circle needs new blood. It needs to change.
I have fond memories of Irving. He was always kind to me. I will consider your proposal, and perhaps I will speak with Irving. However, I promise nothing. Now, it is getting late and you have much to do. You should be on your way.
You can stay longer if you wish, Twin.
No, we've spent enough time on my personal affairs. It is time for us to move on.
Look at this. It's the hardened sap of a tree native to this forest. It's been something of a lucky charm for me, and now I want you to have it.
Very well. I'm grateful. May your gods smile on you, Anarin.
And on you.
Moving on.
Oh dear, oh dear. Not a werewolf and not a spirit even. What are the woods coming to?
Hey, are you the thief who took the Grand Oak's acorn?
Mayhap I did and mayhap I didn't. Have you come to claim it back? Oh, what fun. But we are getting ahead of ourselves already. Ask a question and you'll get a question, but give an answer and you'll receive the same. Oh, I do so love to trade.
Quite mad, obviously.
No, that is not a question. And if it be an answer, it be an answer to a question I've not asked. Have you no sense for the rules?
Be careful, Grey Warden. This is no ordinary man. He is a mage. Driven mad, perhaps, but still powerful.
No fair bringing mages to a guessing game. Will you play by the rules or not?
Then, would you like to ask me a question?
I think it is your turn to ask, is it not?
You have anything to trade?
Let's see. I'll trade you an acorn, a helmet I found, or a book I finished reading years ago, provided you have something interesting in return.
I want to trade for the acorn.
Oh, and what do you have to trade for the acorn?
How about some gold coin?
Coin? What possible use could I have with coin? Do you see a money changer about?
How about this book on elven history?
Elven history, you say? That might make for good reading by the moonlight. Or it'll be better than using leaves. Give me that. There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda,
Do you want to ask me another question?
May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Now, what shall be the first? Oh, yes. What is your name?
You may call me Leaf.
Uh-huh. So you claim. They sent you, didn't they? But you're too tricky, and you're trying to fool me. Well, I'm on to you, just so you know. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
Do you have anything to trade?
Oh, yes. Yes. I still have that old helmet and the book.
I want to trade for the book.
And what do you have to trade for the book?
How about the silver ring I found in the ruins?
Eh? I once had a ring like that. This one's shiny still. Yes, I'll take it. Give me that. There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda,
Do you want to ask me another question?
May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Where were you born?
I was born amongst my people, the Dalish.
So you say. Fiendishly clever of you to maintain this facade for so long, but I will see through it yet. Mark my words. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
You have anything to trade?
I still have the helmet, if you like. You'll have to clean it, though.
I want to trade for the helmet.
And what do you have to trade for the helmet?
About some gold coin.
Coin? What possible use could I have with coin? Do you see a money changer about?
How about these leather boots?
Ah, boots. Yes, good. My feet are freezing. Give me that. There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda,
I should go.
Oh, I see. You're going to report to them now, are you? Fine. Goodbye.
We are not alone.
What is that? All right. Oh, you have to be much better than that. I'm on. Yes. Let's do it. Shall we? Yeah. All right. going.
My acorn is still gone, so I pray to thee. Hast thou any news for me?
Is this the acorn you seek?
My joy soars to new heights indeed. I am reunited with my seed. As I promised, here it be. I hope its magic pleases thee. Keep this branch of mine with thee, and pass throughout the forest free. I wish thee well, my mortal friend. Thou brought my sadness to an end. May the sunlight find you, thy days be long, thy winters kind, and thy roots be strong.
You have returned. Is there any chance you have news of Delilah?
I do.
You have news? Have you found her? Are you certain?
She gave me her scarf. See for yourself.
That is her scarf. Where did you find her? What's become of her?
She died from the curse. Southern told you from the truth.
The Keeper told me the truth? Are you certain?
If you must know, she was a werewolf.
So I was right. But what became of her?
She died, Arthas. But not before she sent her love.
She told you that? Yes. That is what she would do. Then, it is over. I should be thankful, I think. At least she is at peace now. You have been most kind, my friend. Now I should go and make arrangements. I must mourn my wife as is proper. Dareth Shiral, fare you well.
It is good to see you again. Have you need of something?
I found some ironbark for you.
Truly? Let me see. Yes, that is indeed ironbark, and a substantial quantity of it as well. Well done. An agreement is an agreement, and I will craft something from this wood for you. What would you like? A bow? Or perhaps a breastplate?
Either. I'm sure your clan needs it more than I do.
That is very generous of you. Masiranas, I see that you have not lost your Dalish roots in the time you've spent with the humans. I will not allow your generosity to go without at least some reward. Come, I shall make something of the wood you bring. I've reformed the wood to my will. It is but a small token of our gratitude, but take it with my blessing. It is good to see you again. Have you need of something?
I'd like to barter with you.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Yes.
I bring Zevran along because he has some, well, to say the very least, interesting dialogue near the end. Trust me, you'll see.
You are not welcome here.
I'm here on behalf of the Mages Collective.
Doing the Templars' dirty work for them, eh? Templars or mages, it means nothing to us. There is dark power here, and you won't stand in our way.
If you're that hungry for EXP, you can always just fight the Hermit. He doesn't give that much, though. Plus, there's sort of a level cap in Awakening.
The forest has not been vigilant enough. Still you come. You are stronger than we could have anticipated. The Dalish chose well, but you do not belong here, outsider. Leave this place.
Why won't you let me try to settle this dispute?
You are sent by the treacherous Dalish to kill Witherfang. I will not stand by and allow that to happen.
Why do you call the Dalish treacherous? You attacked them.
And they deserve no less. You are an intruder in our home. You come to kill, as all your kind do. We have learned this lesson well. Here, Witherfang protects us. Here we learn our names and are beloved. We will defend Witherfang and this place with our lives.
First one to kill it gets the prize. All right.
Many warning runes are carved into the tombstone.
We must strike.
done, naturally. And... done.
We are invaded! Intruders have deceived their way into the forest's heart. Fall back to the ruins. Protect the lady!
Is this an elven place? Did the elves live underground, just like the dwarves?
Danger approaches. Sorry. Let's do this quick, shall we? Have at you then. All right. It's going. First one to kill it gets the prize. How amusing! Danger approaches. I'm off. Yes. It's done, naturally. Success!
Did you hear that?
Don't look now. Trap, so simple to see. All right. Over with. Moving on. Huh. One never expected it. Really? I'm off. Much better. I'm off.
Things work well together.
Over with. First one to kill it gets the prize. Go, King. Look over there!
Mami? Mami namara-san.
You hear me? What are you doing here?
Mami! Mami! Mami!
Whoever you're looking for isn't here anymore.
More of these? Well, all right then. Just die
All over me again.
right there.
Done, naturally.
Water in the pool appears cool and clean. It is refreshed from some internal source, perhaps magically. Submerged in the water is what appears to be a small earthen jug. Take the earthen jug. Take the earthen jug out of the pool. It's made of clay and appears to be none the worse for long submersion. Fill the earthen jug with water. You dip the jug into cold water until it fills so completely. Leave the pool alone. The altar is plain and covered in a thin layer of dust. Numerous carvings cover its surface. Most are eroded beyond legibility. Place the earthen jug on top of the altar. The jug is now on top of the altar. Kneel before the altar and pray. You kneel before the altar and pray, touching your forehead to the ground as you depict it on the tablet. You feel a sense of righteousness and approval around you. Examine the earthen jug on the altar. The earthen jug sits on the altar and is currently filled with water. Take a single sip from the water in the jug. Carefully take a sip from the water in the jug and then replace it on the altar. Take the earthen jug. You take the earthen jug. Nothing is on the altar now. Leave the earthen altar alone. Water in the pool appears cool and clean. It's refreshed from some internal source, perhaps magically. Dump the water in the jug back into the pool. Slowly. I suppose y'all can pause it up to that point. You need help? Are you lost your spirit?
Mal!
This elaborate artifact has a gem, like structure that contains what appears to be blood, fresh and liquid, even after all this time. The gem is vibrating slightly. Touch the gem. The gem is warm to the touch. Your mind immediately begins swimming with visions, images and memories from a life not your own. The presence of the gem is at first alarmed when it senses your touch, and recoils in fear. And the images that rush your mind are ones of imprisonment and loneliness. I'm sorry, I did not mean to frighten you. The presence calms and then is racked with indecision. Rather than have you leave, it begs you to stay. More images flash through your mind. Time that the presence has been trapped within the life gem. Time where the presence has slept, gone mad, and then slept again. The presence has no name, but it can remember. You can get a sense of an elf, a mage in glittering silver armor. But this was long ago. Remembered as if though through a fog. Is there anything I can do for you? There are no images for a time. Only a fleeing of being loneliness. A sense of being trapped in a mind that is only tenuously present any longer. The presence will give you knowledge of what remains within it, how to become an arcane warrior. You are no mage yourself, but you could teach such knowledge to those who are. This is all the presence has left to offer. Any longer. Last of its memories. In return, the presence asks only one thing from you. Oblivion. Yes, I will try to help you. The images become tinged with desperation. The presence cannot remember where the altar is, and it knows the life gem must be placed on it. I will approach the stone altar with the gem. As light gem nears the altar, the presence becomes overcome with emotion. Could its nightmare be finally over? The images are sent to your mind to depict a clear question. Do you still wish to learn the skills of the arcane warrior? The presence is ready to teach you now. Yes, give me your memories. The memories flood into your mind. They are hazy and incomplete, but enough for any mage to gather a few talents from the arcane warriors once possessed. Now the presence asks for that you keep your promise. Release you from his eternal prison. I will place the artifact on the stone altar. Last images from the presence are ones of joy. Oblivion will be a welcome relief. And that is how you unlock Arcane Warrior on your first playthrough.
Get on with it then.
There it is. There's no obvious sort of this jumbled miscellanea. One item sends out, a small glass collector. There's a naturally cold, dark-shaped swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. Take the vial. Glass fractures at your touch.
Look over there!
Success. right.
That's something fun.
Looks a little like the temple synchronization.
Oh, look! It wants to fight! All right, I'm over with.
Now we just need the boots.
Moving on.
I might actually have them. No.
Nice try.
Look now. craft, so... It's done, naturally.
Stop! Brothers and sisters, be at ease. We do not wish any more of our people hurt. I ask you this now, outsider. Are you willing to parley?
We're talking right now, aren't we? So talk.
Not with me. I have been sent to you on behalf of the lady. She believes you may not be aware of everything you should be. She means you no harm, provided your willingness to parley in peace is an honest one.
And how do I know I won't be walking into another ambush?
What would be the point? You have already proven your strength. We have no wish to anger you further.
So why doesn't this lady come and speak to me herself?
We would not let her. We will protect our lady to our last breath. It may yet come to pass that you will kill the rest of us, but until then we will not chance her coming to harm.
If you're willing to talk, why didn't you earlier?
Swiftrunner did not think it would matter. The lady disagrees, and since you have forced your way this far, we must acquiesce to her wishes.
Is your lady Witherfang?
She is not Witherfang, but she can tell you of Witherfang if you ask. But first, you must agree to parley.
Take me to this lady.
Follow me. But I warn you, if you break your promise and harm her, I will come back from the Fade itself to see you pay.
You can try.
I bid you welcome, mortal. I am the Lady of the Forest.
Thank you. I'm glad we have the chance to talk.
Do not listen to him, lady. He will betray you. We must attack him now.
Hush, Swiftrunner. Your urge for battle has only seen the death of the very ones you've been trying to save. Is that what you want?
No, my lady. Anything but that.
And the time has come to speak with this outsider, to set our rage aside. I apologize on Swiftrunner's behalf. He struggles with his nature.
As do we all, lady.
Truer words were never spoken. But few could claim the same as these creatures, that their very nature is a curse forced upon them. No doubt you have questions, mortal. There are things that Zathrian has not told you.
Is that so? Such as?
It was Zathrian who created the curse that these creatures suffer. The same curse that Zathrian's own people now suffer. Centuries ago, when the Dalish first came to this land, a tribe of humans lived close to this forest. They sought to drive the Dalish away. Zathrian was a young man then. He had a son and daughter he loved greatly. And while out hunting, the human tribe captured them both.
The humans tortured the boy, killed him. The girl they raped and left for dead. The Dalish found her, but she learned later she was with child. She killed herself.
So that they're cursed them, I take it?
Zathrian came to this ruin and summoned a terrible spirit, binding it to the body of a great wolf. So Witherfang came to be. Witherfang hunted the humans of the tribe. Many were killed, but others were cursed by his blood, becoming twisted and savage creatures.
Twisted and savage, just as Witherfang himself is. They were driven into the forest. When the human tribe finally left for good, their cursed brethren remained, pitiful and mindless animals.
Until I found you, my lady. You gave me peace.
I showed Swiftrunner that there was another side to his bestial nature. I soothed his rage and his humanity emerged. And he brought others to me.
Why did you ambush the Dalish? For revenge?
In part, we seek to end the curse. The crimes committed against Zathrian's children were grave, but they were committed centuries ago by those who are long dead. Word was sent to Zathrian every time the landships passed this way, asking him to come, but he has always ignored us. We will no longer be denied.
We spread the curse to his people, so he must end the curse to save them.
Please, mortal. You must go to him. Bring him here. If he sees these creatures, hears their plight, surely he will agree to end the curse.
Alright, I will bring Zathrian.
Tell him if he refuses, I will ensure that Witherfang is never found. He will never cure his clan. Outside of this chamber, the passage leading back to the surface has been opened for you. Return with Zathrian as soon as you can.
And done. Over with.
it's done, naturally. Moving on.
Ah, and here you are already.
Somehow I figured I'd find you here.
Did you? Aren't you the intuitive one? There was no way to tell what would happen once you reached this ruin, so I decided to come myself.
We need to talk, you and I.
Yes, there will be plenty of time for that. Did you acquire the heart?
Wouldn't you like to know?
So you wish to play games? I can sense you do not have it. Why are you leaving the ruin?
The lady won't summon Witherfang until you break the curse.
You do understand that she actually is Witherfang?
Yes, I thought as much.
She is the powerful spirit of this ancient forest that I summoned long ago and bound in the body of the wolf. Her nature is that of the forest itself. Beautiful and terrible, serene and savage, maiden and beast. She is the lady and Witherfang both, two sides of a single being. The curse came first from her. Those she afflicted with it mirrored her own nature, becoming savage beast as well as human.
But the werewolves have regained their minds.
I find that difficult to believe. They attacked my clan, and they were the same savages then that they have ever been. They deserve to be wiped out and not defended. Come, I will accompany you back to the ruin. Let us go and speak to the spirit, and I will force her into Witherfang's form. He may then be slain and the heart taken.
I assure you, the werewolves have regained their minds.
Even so, they are still the same worthless creatures that their ancestors were. They deserve nothing more than the misery they possess. This is not your battle, Grey Warden. Let us just take the heart and be done with it.
Won't you at least consider talking to them?
Why? You claim they have regained their minds, but they are still savage beasts. Their nature is unchanged. All they want is revenge, or a release that I will not give them. No, let us take the heart and end it.
You still have so much hatred after all this time?
You were not there. You did not see what they did to my son, to my daughter, and so many others. You are Dalish. You know how we must struggle to be safe, how we must fight for justice. I could not let their crimes go unanswered.
Well, those crimes were committed centuries ago.
I remember them as if it were yesterday. Even if they are more than animals now, they desire nothing but revenge. They will never let my plan be.
You can at least meet with them. That is what I propose.
And what if it is revenge they want, and not talk? Will you safeguard me from harm?
I will, unless you attack first.
I fail to see the purpose behind this, but very well. It has been many centuries now. Let us see what the spirit has to say. So here you are, spirit.
She is the lady of the forest. You will address her properly.
You've taken a name, spirit? And you've given names to your pets? These beasts who follow you?
It was they who gave me a name, Zathrian. And the names they take are their own. They follow me because I help them to find who they are.
Who they are has not changed from whom their ancestors were. Wild savages, worthless dogs. Their twisted shape only mirrors their monstrous hearts.
He will not help us, lady. It is as I warned you. He is not here to talk.
No, I am here to talk, though I see little point in it. We all know where this will lead. Your nature compels it, as does mine.
It does not have to be that way. There is room in your heart for compassion, Zathrian. Surely your retribution is spent.
My retribution is eternal, spirit, as is my pain. This is justice, no more.
Are you certain your pain is the only reason you will not end this curse? Have you told the mortal how it was created?
He said he summoned you and bound you to a wolf.
And so he did. Witherfang and I are bound as one being. But such powerful magic could not be accomplished without Zathrian's own blood. Your people believe you have rediscovered the immortality of their ancestors, Zathrian, but that is not true. So long as the curse exists, so do you.
No! That is not how it is!
I can't believe you would betray your own people for revenge.
It is not a betrayal. I did what was necessary. I did what was just, and it still is.
The curse would not end with Zathrian's death. His life, however, relies on its existence. And I believe his death plays a part in its ending.
Then we kill him! We tear him apart now!
For all your powers of speech, you are beasts still. What would you gain from killing me? Only I know how the ritual ends, and I will never do it.
Ha! You see? We must kill them all!
See? They turn on you as quickly. Do what you have come here to do, Grey Warden, or get out of my way.
I don't care, Zathrian. I won't help you do this.
We're standing for what's right here, no matter what.
Then you die with them. All of you will suffer as you deserve. I cannot defeat you.
Finish it! Kill him now!
No, Swiftrunner. We will not kill him. If there is no room in our hearts for mercy, how may we expect there to be room in his?
I cannot do as you ask, Spirit. I am too old to know mercy. All I see are the faces of my children, my people. I cannot do it.
Hasn't this gone on long enough, Zathrian?
Perhaps I have lived too long. This hatred in me is like an ancient, gnarled root. It has consumed my soul. What of you, Spirit? You are bound to the curse just as I am. Do you not fear your end?
You are my maker, Zathrian. You gave me form and consciousness where none existed. I have known pain and love, hope and fear, all the joy that is life. Yet of all things I desire nothing more than an end. I beg you, Maker, put an end to me. We beg you, show mercy.
You shame me, Spirit. I am an old man, alive long past his time.
Then you will do it? You will end the curse?
Yes, I think it is time. Let us put an end to it all.
It's over. She's gone, and we're human. I can scarcely believe it.
So what are you gonna do now?
We'll leave the forest, I suppose. Find other humans, see what's out there for us. It should be quite interesting, don't you think? Thank you. We'll never forget you.
Success. Let's wipe them out quick.
It is done. The essence of the wolf's heart has banished all traces of cursed blood from the hunters. It is too bad that Zathrian had to die. I felt it when he departed. I think he was ready to go.
I'm sure he was.
It will be difficult to fill Zathrian's shoes. He was our keeper for many centuries, and he will be sorely missed. But I am keeper now. Let me say it officially then. I hereby swear to uphold the terms of the ancient contract our people formed with the Grey Wardens. Call, and we shall come, with great speed and purpose, and we shall strike at your foes. This I swear.
Thank you.
It has been a long time since the Dalish marched to war, but I trust that in the end, we shall make a difference for you.
We are working hard to make enough equipment for all of the hunters. Our armaments will be superior to anything else you find on the battlefield. I am no merchant, but I have plenty that you may need.
you know, Alistair, Antiva has a long tradition of royal bastards.
You don't say.
Oh, yes. They've led wars to claim the throne. Some of them have become kings. In fact, I'd say the current royal line in Antiva stems from bastard blood several times over.
Well, aren't you just chock full of useless trivia today?
Sadly, whenever a royal bastard rears their head in public and declares themselves, it often goes poorly for them.
Let me guess. They get assassinated.
Only the very popular ones.
And the unpopular ones?
Well, they get by somehow, I'm sure. There was one fellow who did quite well working as a prostitute based on his uncanny resemblance to the king. Charged a fortune.
Couldn't afford him, I take it.
That cynicism will serve you well, my friend. Hold on to it.
Oh, I forgot about that line entirely.
You're awake. Did you feel it too? It was like the archdemon saw us. Saw us! What does that mean? I think... Wait. Did you hear that?
Come on, use it! I'm off.
You... Lethaline!
Tamlin, is that you?
Don't come near me! Stay away! Don't look at me! I am sick!
Tamlin, what's happened to you?
The song in my head, it calls to me. He sings to me. I can't stop it! Don't want to hurt you, Lethaline. Please, stop me.
I have to try and heal you, Tamlin.
Too far. You cannot help me. I'm so sorry, Lethaline. Never wanted this.
Who was that?
His name was Tamlin.
Tamlin? Then he was the one who was with you when you... I'm so sorry. This is what happens when the taint is left unchecked. It's better for him to have it end. It was a mercy.
Fortification should be built around the camp.
It will be more difficult if we take. What, no trap? No ambush? Huh. Some assassins.
Yes.
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 good night. See you all tomorrow. Or later today, depending on your time zone.